All right, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to The King's Speech. So I just finished recording my other Shonen Jump reaction reviews for the week, and I'm sad to say that I was remiss in remembering that Spy Family came out 2 weeks ago with their newest chapter, and I somehow missed it and did not record a reaction or review to it. So we're going to rectify that now as we dive into Spy Family chapter 21. I think this is going to be my only very minor nitpick with the series is I kind of wish the author gave these chapters a title, but I suppose just calling it Mission 21, Mission whatever is an easier way to go. Absolutely minor nitpick, so not a big deal. We have translation by Casey Lowe and lettering by Rina Mappa. As we pick up where we left off last time with the, I assume, news media going, here in central Berlin, traffic has been severely restricted in advance of the ministerial level summit. Even we in the media have had strict limits placed on our access to, and as Anya is just going skidding around the corner on top of Doggy with the whoosh. And you see the finally arrived at the tower. So Anya's like, we got to the tower! And the poor dog. Oh, the character expressions and poses in this series are the absolute best. As you see the poor dog just going off to the side, just leaning on a wall as he's kind of catches breath. And you see Anya just looking around, worrying like, this is where Papa's gonna die, but I don't see him. And she goes and grabs the doggy and starts shaking him, going, Doggy, show me the future again. And the dog's just confused as she continues shaking him. And she goes, I'm sure that clock was going dong, dong during the explosion. And its hands were like that. And she sees that its hands are at 5 o'clock on the clock tower. And she looks up at the clock and goes, which means it's going to happen in... And she's looking up. The clock's showing 4:30, and Anya's just staring at it with wide eyes, and she's like, I don't really know how to tell time. And she's like, which is the big hand? And which is the little hand? And she goes, this old man sitting on a bench. And she's like, excuse me, do you know when the clock will go dong, dong? And he's like, when the bell rings, you mean? Every hour on the hour, so in a little less than 30 minutes. And she's like, thank you. He's like, 30 minutes? We need to hurry. He's like, wait, is 30 minutes a lot? And you see the dog putting his nose in the air as he twitches a little. Then he grabs Anya and just kind of pushes her off into the side behind behind a building. And Anya's like, what is it, doggy? And she's like, huh? She looks around the corner. And you see the bad guy's boss with his German Shepherd. Oh, I can't remember his name for some reason. My brain is just having a brain fart today. I'm just forgetting everyone's names. As you see him getting out of the car with his German Shepherd, and he goes, hey, back in the car. As the German Shepherd tries to jump out and goes, sniff, sniff, sniff. He's like, what is it? And his head just does a poof as it looks over where Anya is hiding. It's like, did it see us? And you see her and Doggy just freaking out as their hearts are beating fast. And you just have a moment of silence. And the guy grabs the dog and says, hey, I said get back in the car, dumb dog. And so the dog kind of just turns around and follows him. So Anya goes, whew, I need to get out of here before someone notices me. And then you see him thinking back to his base where he tied up a little temporary bomb to the door. So if anyone pulls the door, tries to open the door, it'll trip the switch and set the bomb off. You see Anya goes, so that explosion is his doing? And he goes, come and look for me, you stupid pigs. The second you step through our hideout door, boom. And she's like, that building over there? And then he goes, there might be some collateral damage, but it's all for the greater good. At least you can take pride in dying for your country. Okay, so I think he's just finished setting up the bomb and he's leaving. And Anya's just staring there in shock. She's like, this is bad. We have to stop that bomb. Let's see. The big hand moved from the 6 to the 7. So now we have 7 minutes left? No, wait. And she's like, oh, no, we have to hurry. So they run up the stairs. And you see the doggy just twitching his head as he's sniffing the air. And she's like, this one? As they see a door at the end of the hallway. And you see Anya just slowly reaching a hand for it. The dog loved is like, woof! And Anya's like shuddering as she stops. She's like, oh, right, I'll blow up if I open it. And she looks around and is like, maybe I can fit through that little window. And she sees a window off to the side. She climbs through and she goes, the bomb! And she... She's like, if I disarm it, I can save Papa. She's pulling on her cute little gloves. And she's like, so I don't leave fingerprints, whatever those are. And you see Anya just heading up to it, and she just stops. She's got like her little surgeon hands. And she's like, so, now what? And she's like, on TV, they just have to choose the red wire or the blue wire. And then she's looking around, trying to look around at the bomb. She's like, but all these wires are black. It's like, no. It's like, I don't even have any wire cutter scissors. And I'm almost out of time to think. And Anya's like, when Papa gets here, I could tell him not to open it, but then he'd figure out stuff. And he might get rid of me. She's like, but if Papa dies, that's worse. And world peace is disrupted. And she looks off to the side, and she sees what looks like a jar of, I want to say, honey. Oh no, she sees a jar of ketchup off to the side from a McDonald's bag. And you see Lloyd's finally show up with his cronies as he goes, guess this dump position is B1. So the building looks fit to collapse. So you see them heading up the stairs, the guns drawn. It's like it's the northernmost room on the second floor. Hurry, we don't have much time. And you see one of the other ones looking around the corner. Oh, boys, you see Anya's dragged up a little crate and she's written with ketchup a big no on the door with something that looks like a pineapple. I think she meant to draw a grenade with a little explosion at the bottom. And the guy's like, what is this? A message in blood? And Lloyd's looking, he's like, not blood. It's like, maybe ketchup? It's like, smells like it. And you see the other guy going, no eggplant? Is that what that is? Some kind of new kind of code? And then the guy goes, no sign of anyone inside, but best to take it slowly. Honestly, Lloyd goes, no sign of anyone inside, but best to take it slowly. The other spy goes for it and goes, no time for that. The minister's supposed to leave any minute now. It's probably just graffiti. I'm not going to let some punk college kid get to him first. And you see a tick-tick as Anya's watching the clock hand slowly moving, and she's just trembling in fear. And you see she's got a smear of ketchup on her cheek. And she's like, Papa, did you see my message? He's like, I'm too far away to read his mind. Papa, please be okay. And you see a dong, dong, and Anya's jolting. And she's like, oh, the future I saw, it's now, I think. The bomb. And you just hear absolute silence. It's like, it didn't go off. And you see a yay. And Anya is like, yay? Question mark. And you see the dog twitching. As you see the future memory visiting. You see the future memory going fizzed as it switches from the one of a dejected Anya and Yor back to the one of the happy Anya, Yor, and Lloyd looking over the dog. And Anya goes, Papa's back! Then that means... And the dog does an arf, a cute little arf, as it slurps off the ketchup off her cheek. He goes, we saved the future? And you see, as the other spies are about to grab the handle and turn it, Lloyd comes up and stops him. And he goes, this feels wrong. That message could be a warning. I want to be sure. So Lloyd goes over to the side to the small window that Anya went through, and he looks inside. He looks inside with a piece of a mirror shard, and he sees the bomb, and he goes, a trap! I knew it! It must be wired to explode when the door opens. And the other guy goes, oh, so that's not an eggplant, it's a bomb! Whew, close one. And one of the other spies goes, he must have known would be coming. But then, who left this warning? And Lloyd goes, no time to look into that now, as he looks out the window in the courtyard. He goes, state security's caught wind of this place. Let's get out of here and let them handle this. And he goes, tells the other two, leave them a written warning. He goes, I guess with Keith, that was the bad guy's name. He goes, I guess we have to give up on finding Keith. We can't exactly search the area with the SSS around. And you see the older spy going, B1 team to all teams, be on alert for booby traps. Lloyd goes, let's go to where the Minister Bronze is staying. Now that Keith's plans are in tatters, he might attempt a direct attack. And you see outside this hotel, you head up into one of the rooms. You have Minister Bronze. It's nearly time. You'll be expected at the reception hall soon. A contingent from Ostania's foreign ministry is waiting to escort you there. And you see this grim-looking old guy is going, humph. He goes, you can't go anywhere in this country without the eyes of the state watching you. And you see what I assume is yours brother playing protective detail for the minister. As his aide tells him, I'm sure they're concerned about the terrorist matter, sir. And the minister goes, has Wise still not managed to wipe them out yet? What a useless lot they are. And you see a knock knock, and excuse me, sir, I'm here from the intelligence service. And you see him heading out with his aide as he goes up to the store. As he goes outside, they go, Minister Bronze, please step into this car and we'll escort you to the conference. He goes, and he glances off to the side. The fool. And they go, this way, sir. And he goes, no, I'll drive myself there. You can all go home. So he goes around, heads into the car, and gets into the driver's seat, and takes off with a vroom. And they're like, sir? And he's a sniff, sniff, and a woof, as the German Shepherd and Keith take off after him, with the German Shepherd hanging his head out the window so I can sniff out his trail. And you have Minister Bronze looking, he's too far away to have sighted me directly. He must be using the dog's nose to track me as expected. And you hear, what is going on over there, Sylvia? I knew it. Lloyd has taken over the Minister Bronze. He goes, one of your boys just showed up and basically mugged me. You see the minister in his skivvies as Lloyd came up to him and says, I need your clothes, your gun. Oh, I need your clothes and your bike. Very Arnold Schwarzenegger style. And Sylvia goes, oh no, the minister goes, who the hell do you people think you are? And Sylvia goes, I apologize for that, sir, but we had to take immediate action. To throw off the dogs, we needed your scent. The enemy is now chasing an imposter several miles away from you. Go ahead and depart when you're ready. But for the sake of our national dignity, do put on some clothes. And you see Lloyd dressed as a minister twisting the car as he takes off down a side street. What's the minister doing? And you see Keith chasing after him. He's changing his route. And you see a broom as he speeds up behind him. The dog's sniffing into the air as Keith's like, again? What the hell? He's driving in circles. And you see enemy sighted. Gray sedan, license number blanked out. As far as I can see, it only has one dog. So you see the two other spies that were with Lloyd are following. As they go, run him down, lead him to Blue 4. And Keith is going, what on earth? Is he going back to the hotel? No, he's heading towards the river. Trying to avoid the crowds? He goes, I appreciate that. And as he's speeding ahead, the car with the other two spies pulls up behind Keith, and one of the men pulls out a gun with a silencer and starts firing into him with a crash. And Keith is like, ah, damn it, no! And he slams the car into the side and is like, son of a bitch! And you have them just swerving off. And you have, whoa, 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 fall back, fall back! And a grenade goes flying out and lands under the car and flips him over. And you have them calling out to one of the men, calling back to Lloyd to go, he got us. He's still packing serious firepower. He's coming your way, so watch out. And you see a scree as Keith comes barreling around the corner, and he sees that Lloyd's abandoned the car in the middle of the street. He's like, he abandoned the car? Which way did he go? And he sees Lloyd running off. He goes, aha, gotcha. What sort of moron tries to escape on foot? And he goes, sick him. As he lets the German Shepherd out to chase after him. And Keith is just smiling maniacally as he goes, the second he sinks his teeth into you, I set off the bomb. And you see him, Lloyd flipping around as he grabs the gun and trains another dog with the fwish. And you see the dog just jumping zigzag as it tries to confuse him. And Keith's like, you think you're going to hit that with a handgun? And Lloyd's like, shit, as he takes off running again. And Keith's like, there's no escaping from a trained dog, moron. And then you see Lloyd just doing some parkour as he jumps onto a crate and onto a van and then leapfrogs off a building and jumps over a wall. And Keith is just completely shocked. He's like, what? He's like, that was incredible. This guy's supposed to be 60? He's like, damn it, now he's out of sight. So you see Keith getting back in the car as he starts chasing after him. And you see the dog also just jumps around, chases after him as well. And you see as he's chasing him, Lloyd tries to pull the gun on him again. And the dog just starts leapfrogging off the walls to chase after him with a groar. And Lloyd goes, I'm sorry for this. You dogs never asked to be dragged into our stupid human conflicts. And he rips off his mask, his fake mask, as he goes, now let's end this. And he fires off a shot as the dog's just falling towards him. With the pushoo! We have next chapter hits February 23rd. Oh, I hope nothing happens to the dog because that would make me incredibly sad. But it looks like we're getting close to the end of this little mini arc soon. Oh boy, this chapter was just a gold mine of this manga just really nails those comedic expressions and reaction faces. And Anya and her little dog, goofy ass dog, are just the perfect comedy duo, with dog at the beginning doing that little panting off to the side and just his confused expressions and his goofy ass looking face. It's so round and adorable and smooshy. I just love it. And then the switch between when Anya's being like, acting like a little kid, and then she's trying to act all grown up and mature, pulling on the little bomb gloves to defuse the bomb and things like that. Those shifts are the absolute best. And the gag with her not being able to tell time, just... I love it. This manga just absolutely nails the comedy consistently. It's the absolute greatest. I will say I had no idea what she was going to use the ketchup for, but the drawing was just amazingly done. Oh, the first half of this chapter was really good. They kind of switched to the more serious half with Lloyd and Keith's little car chase throughout the city. So that was definitely very well done with the tension and the build up and everything else. Can't wait to see where this little mini arc and thing ends up in the next chapter. I hope the next chapter ends with them finally getting the dog and bringing him into the family, because I cannot wait for that to happen. Looking forward to it, and I think I'm going to end it here. So again, I'm just going to say, if you do like my videos, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, because your support does mean a lot, when I'm creating these videos. And until next time, this is Ash. I will talk to you all later.